Hello. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello, YouTube. It is Damien. It is the Rise of a Nation. It is episode 76. And today we have Lech Poznan in the third round of qualifying in the Champions League. If you didn't watch the last round of qualifying on YouTube, it was our first ever game in the Champions League and our first ever tie, and we got through 13-1 against a Lithuanian side called Sunduva. Since then, though, nothing has happened. We've sinned a few days. We're actually here a little bit early. Sorry about the hiccups. We're here a little bit early. We have the final round of qualifying draw today, and this is the agonising but the best part of this is we know we have a very hard tie. We probably got, in terms of the evenest tie possible, if that's the word, of like two sides that match up very well against each other. In terms of TV, it's good for the spectacle, and it's one that could go either way against Lech Poznan, right? However, we're going to know if we get past Lech Poznan who we're going to get and who would stand between Champions League group stage football or into the Europa League. Now, secondly, no matter what happens, we have group stage football. If we get knocked out this round, we go into the Europa League final round of qualifying. If we don't get through that, we're into the Euro 2. Doesn't bother me. Right? If we get through this tie, we have minimum Europa League football in the group stage. That is massive for us. But, I want to believe. There's a part of me that just wants to have a sniff of making it to the Champions League at the first time of asking. It would be awesome to be in the likes of Bates and Liverpool, who did it in their first seasons going through qualifying to get there. Hey, maybe we could. You just never know. We are currently live on stream. Links are down below. Who are we going to get? We would be an unseeded side. We could get Prague, AEK, Dynamo, Partizan, Dynamo Kiev, some weird team here too. And there we are. This is huge. There's not really a team that I really want. I wouldn't mind Dynamo or Partizan and hope Partizan knock off Dynamo. Also, wouldn't mind this Macedonian side or Dynamo Kiev and hope the Macedonian side knock off Dynamo. I think AEK, and especially with Greece producing so many regions, wouldn't be the greatest. Slavia Prague obviously is the one, right, where it's last year, Euro 2 group stage, they were drawn with us. We didn't play well at home. We did not show them their best at home. We lost 1-0. We went there knowing that if we won and scored more than one away goal, we would be through to the knockout stage of the Euro 2. We also knew if we drew or lost, we were out. We also knew if we won 1-0, it would come down to the final day and goal difference. In the end, we won a very tight game, 2-1. One of their centre mids missed from about 25 yards out and went a whisker past the post in the 94th minute. We came that close for going out. We went on a run last year. I think for the spectacle and for the knowing that we know how to beat them, but they know how to beat us aspect, Prague would be the best one. And Ali's already asked for Prague in the chat. I think in order to get through, I think I want Dynamo Kiev, maybe AEK, but at the same stage, I don't really want any of them. Hey, I just want to get past Lech Poznan and have the chance. By the way, last year's winners were Real Madrid. First out of the hat is AEK, and they are going to get Vienna or FH. It's not bad, actually, for us, because I think Greece produced that many good regions. They've probably stacked. Dynamo Partizan, if I want to get through, this isn't a bad one to get, to be fair, and I actually hope Partizan do beat Dynamo to get there, because I think the Serbian side would be a little bit easier than Dynamo, but at the same stage, this tie here was not bad for SFB, and we get it. Wow. If we beat Lech Poznan, it's going to be Dynamo or Partizan in the final round of qualifying to make the Champions League group stage proper. That is huge. That also means that Prague now are going to get FK Honda or the Turkish side, I can never pronounce, and Bait or Shamrock are going to get Dynamo or the Macedonian side. There's no chance I'm going to pronounce that. Shedkengia. I'm so sorry to someone that's from Tetovo. I'm just going to stop. KFST is what I'm going to call them. KFST. Good luck. Hopefully you do a job against Dynamo Kiev. I just don't want to pronounce your name. There you go. Dynamo or Partizan. If we get through this tie, we're going to have Dynamo or Partizan. And now, look, Dynamo, we're not going to look too far. We know that Dynamo are unreal in Croatia. They do well. By the way, that's a Serbian side playing a Croatian side. The amount of fan pyro, amount of fan, that tie there between the Serbian and Croatian side would be massive. Like, when I mean massive, I mean the fans would be nuts because they hate each other, right? And their key player on the other side is this guy. So, you see what I mean, right? Both teams have some unreal regens. It would be a very difficult tie. I'm actually going to keep an eye on that because I actually think as a Serbian and Croatian side, the crowd trouble that would happen in real life, I think, would be immense. I think it would be the greatest atmosphere as a neutral to sit in and just sit around and just watch the chaos. That would be a Serbian versus Croatian side. I think it would be pyro and fans singing and a lot of loud noise. Only problem is that I think by the end of it, it would be a lot of people going at each other. But hey, from a neutral point of view, that would be a good one to keep your eye on that tie there as well. Anyhow, I'm going to see you in 2 days' time, YouTube. It is SFB. It is Lech Poznan. It is the SFB Stadium. If we don't concede an away goal, we're probably in the box seat to make it to the final round of qualifying in the Champions League. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time for the first leg of the third round of qualifying in the Champions League. Lech Poznan are a very decent side and have a lot of good talent, and they obviously won the league last year. They've started the league pretty at the moment, have Lech Poznan, but at the same stage, you don't know what that goes with. BMO, good time to come into the chat, my man. They have obviously Filler out on the right-hand side that's going to probably keep Dolcek, who scored a hat-trick in his last Champions League game. A bit more quiet than normal. And they have got some really, really good youth as well. This is their captain at the moment. And, they have got a squad that is really well assembled, so to say. In terms of their schedule, though, and what's been going on, they haven't lost yet, but a couple of draws. And obviously, Legia are a great side. And they only drew because of a 92nd minute pen. 92nd minute goal. They scored a pen themselves. It's not bad. The other thing I will say is good is they got Wilsa, I can never pronounce it, Kravko next up, and that's another big game for them in the league. Back-to-back big games in the league before and after playing this first leg. We've got Vigil, who just came up, and we should be beating. So they're going to probably have to think about, we got to play a full-strength side in the league, where I can know that if this is a big physical game, I can semi-rotate and probably beat Vigil. So that works out well for us as well. I'll take all the small advantages. Obviously, we avoid the a league pathway, which is really good, because have a look at the teams playing off in the third qualifying round. Ajax and Zenit, Genk and Sparta Prague, difficult, huh? Sporting and Young Boys, Rangers, we pumped them pre-season 5-0. Have Trabzon, that is a lot more difficult than what we've got. But yeah, this is not too bad as well. We have to rotate back into the full-strength side as well. Yes, we do. Only thing I will say is Otter needs to come in, of course, as well. But the rest of the team looks pretty good. And this is how you're going to line up for the first leg. Mpegesi in goals. Otter, Marcos, Tony, Neff, Hoj, and Kenny Miltoft, Big Ken in the middle. Bum the jar. Rafael Albrecht has been in great form. Dolcek and Oscar Sandu up top. Zahora now has some interest yet again from a few clubs around. Celta Bruges, who have got money. But, big game player off the bench. He knows how to score goals off the bench. That is where he is. Your bench also has Emil Skov, who obviously scored a hat-trick in the competition last time out in the second leg against the Lithuanian side. And if things go right, you might see him out here again. Score prediction in the chat. I'm going to predict if we can keep the ball and we go well early, we can get on top, score, and really not put this game to bed, but really hold an advantage in the game over 90, and hopefully that will see us through with a lead over to Poland. An away goal, not conceding an away goal is paramount. We know how to score, right? We know how to score. Joe Mario, by the way, is in the middle of the park. Yeah. Sam, you say 8-0. We won 7-1 in the first leg last time, so it's not the worst. Potato, good to see you. How are you? You reckon a 2-0 win? Dim reckons 3-1. 3-1 would be interesting. Ali and Strat both reckon 2-1. I wonder what will happen. No Yeppy, which is massive. But hey, who knows? Into the tactic screen we go. Into the opposition screen we go. Let's have a look at their team. We are going to go do what we do. 4-2-3-1 match as well up against us. We know the keeper's going to be good, right? The Polish international? No. The Polish keeper there at Lech looks pretty decent. Filler is their key player. Out at right back, we know that. Centre back, the 23-year-old Mario probably is pretty good, would be good enough to probably play here. And same with Vigil. They're two guys that are just experienced, that, they know what they're doing. Now, the Nigerian fullback is quite aggressive in what he does, but the one thing I will say is that he isn't the quickest. You know, we've got Andreas that can come in. We've got Oscar that can move out wide late doors. We might be able to get in behind Chimia the longer this game goes, which is not bad. Asuma, obviously people know the Malian. He's obviously very quick in what he does well. The Polish in junior looks pretty well-rounded. Joe Mario is Joe Mario. People know who Joe Mario is. Great amount of pace, good winger. Thomas in the middle is very well-rounded. However, the scouts don't rate him. I think he's pretty decent. The winger on the other side, quite quick and quite nippy. And up top is Carlo, the striker. The Polish 30-year-old is just a well-rounded striker, but nothing too spectacular. Their bench is as followed. Nothing really too major there. But they're a team that have been together for a long time. By the way, first regen, and it is the Ukrainian. He's pretty quick, so he'll be handy late doors. They're a team that's been together for a long time. And they may not be like, oh my God, the craziest in terms of the star ratings. This isn't going to be what I would say, a team that, you look at on paper, they're better than you. This is a team that's even with us. Like us, though, they're a team that's been together for many years. This is a team that has been here and has done it. We haven't. It's now time to make a stand and say, hey, we might not have experience in the Champions League qualifying rounds, but boy, do we know how to win games of football together. There is the boys. It's nearly a packed house in the SFB Stadium. I think there's only a couple thousand seats that are available around the ground, which is really good for us. We average like 4,000. It's now time to do it. As Dim says in the chat, we've talked the talk. Can we walk the walk? Who knows? We prayed and we hoped for a decent final qualifying round tie. We got it. It's either going to be Dynamo or Partizan, a Serbian or a Croatian side. Now it's up to us to put ourselves there. As Joe Hoge, early doors, goes for it. He finds the bottom bin. First chance, SFB, in the back of the net. The former Manchester City reject. A man we signed just to be a backup player, but has grown into and has played so well since signing. I think he may have played 1 or 2 poor games ever for SFB. Has scored yet again. We signed him just to be a backup and look to sell. There was an injury in the middle of the park, and since then, averaging over a 7 every game, bar a couple. Early doors, we're not keeping the ball particularly well, but we look like the side that's creating the most. That is good. More importantly, we have the early lead, and at some stage, if Lech Poznan want to go for it, we might be able to pick him off on the break. Anyway, Joe Hoge gets on the ball. Good balling for Dolcek. Doesn't find him. Picked off there by Neff. He loves that sort of, interception, does the Australian, the vice-captain. Saying that, though, Dolcek kind of ran into a cul-de-sac. Joe Hoge wins it back, though. He's so good at that. In the end, Raphael hits it. Just over the bar. It was a big chance for Raphael. We're pumped, boys. We're pumped up. You can hear it in the voice. This one matters, doesn't it? And it's a corner again. We're good from these. And bum the jar. Top of the box, Raphael. Looked for Otter. For whatever reason, it went past him. It was a well-worked move. In the end, though, can we get a tackle? Oscar Sandu doesn't need it. Intercepted. Dolcek, big moment. It's through the keeper. It's in. It's 2-0. He doesn't really do it too much in the league at the moment, Dolcek. But currently in the Champions League, the man is on fire. In the end, Otto kind of ran past it. But the back pass was horrid. Sandu's read it. The ball to Dolcek was in his path. Maybe the keeper should do better. But that is massive. We are 2-0 up against a very good Lech Poznan side. And it's a free kick and it's Otter. And he whips it in the back stick. It's headed at goal, but it's headed over. And as it stands, we're 2-0 up. Ali's got the power in the top bins as well, going off. And boys, we are doing quite all right at the moment. An away goal, though, for them would be huge in this tie. Because you expect in Poland they're going to come and play a better brand of football. Late highlight here, expected to be half-time. Bumnajar beats a man, whips it. In the end, Hoge efforts blocked in the 6-yard box. Kenny wins it back, but I think that's the highlight and full time, if only. Half-time. Breathe, boys. Just relax. 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football, but hey, I'd rather be 2-0 up than 0-0 right now. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But yeah, go out there, play the same way. Off we go. I'm very happy. Joe Hoge here on a booking, which I do not like it myself as well, but hey, it's alright. The Ultras are going mental. Yeah, they're all in the chat. They love it. Anyway, the slide tackle has come in. The ball down the line is picked off, and it's Otter again. We're all over him. They can't get out. Marquez, Otter. Marquez again, the former Wolves man. He looks for Bumnajar. Good overlap from Otter. And there he's found by Marquez. Good ball playing down this right-hand side. Otter now. Ball in a Bumnajar. Can he beat a man? His ball in block. Falls to Otter. Can he find a pass? Looks there. Dolchek! It's free. And it's Ivan Dolchek yet again. I tell you, in the league, he goes a little bit missing. But in the Champions League, he is a man possessed. Kenny with a good drill ball in. Dolchek at the back stick. The keeper's beat. It's free. And Poznan are sinking without a trace. We are all over him. And I tell you what, it could be 4. Kenny picks it up again. The header is really well rushed, but they rush it back. It does find risky on this side. And he's fairly quick by memory, and he's beating Kenny for pace. Otter trying to track him back as well. Good tackle from Otter, but it falls back to him. Maybe a chance here. Good ball in back stick, headed, and it's an away goal for Sandbar. And just like that, they've gone from sinking like a trace to a breath of fresh air. That's not what we wanted to give him. Against the run of play, a little bit unlucky. Otter's track back was decent. Probably had to foul him on the halfway line. Poor positioning by Mpegesi in goals. And all of a sudden, they score another. It is well on. And they have a highlight. I take it back. They're alive and well and cooking. They're cooking with gas. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, boy. 2 away goals. Ain't good. They're now parking the bus. Zahura's in. Bum the jar off. Oscar Sandu wide. And thank God for Joe Hoge. Kenny in the other way around. Confirm that. Now we need to start on the front foot. They've had 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Raphael from a fair way out, just wide. We need a second. We need a 4th now. We need a 4th right now. Raphael's had a good game, but Emil scored a hat-trick last time out. Give him 10 minutes in the hole. 22 shots, 12. And the game isn't over because they've scored 2 goals in 5 minutes of football. I tell you what, it's going to finish 3-2 and this tie's not over. I thought at 3-0. Oh my God. Headed away. Zahora. Zahora. Get on your bike. Fucking hell. This would be the clutch time to score. Zahora, his number's inside. Got to play a pass. Kenny plays a double check for a hat-trick. They came for a 3rd to level it, and they got hit on the break. You should have taken 3-2, Lech. Should have taken it. That is a massive, massive moment in this game. A massive, massive moment in this game. An incisive breakaway, Dolchek hat-trick, and from 3-2 and scary to 4-2 and a little bit of breathing room. In saying that, this tie should have been over. It should have been done. We never should have conceded 2 today. We should have put ourselves into the final round of qualifying. As it stands, we've got to go to Poland and we've got to be wary because Poznan are really good at home by the looks of things. They're a side that knows how to play. We saw it for 5 minutes. They came and played football for 5 minutes. They changed their system for 5 minutes. They scored 2 goals. We need to be wary. Should have been 4-0. Should have been 5-0. We should have really maybe even scored 6 or 7. In the end, 4-2, I'll take it. But those 2 away goals to Poznan means this is going to be tense and this is going to be tight. We need to go to Poland. We need to score and we need to do what we have to do, which is definitely go there and not lose. Thought Oscar had a really good game, to be fair. They slating Oscar for not scoring. His average is 7.55, which tells me that he definitely contributed. And yeah, look, this game ain't over and done with, this tie. That is... Oh, it's still tight. Like at 3-0, I was like, great, this is over. They don't look like scoring. And they came out and next minute, I'm now shit scared. I don't know. I do not know. Look, we have the ascendancy, we have the upper hand. If someone told me it was going to finish 4-2 my way, I would take it every time. The 2 away goals, though, it makes it oh so tense and oh so tight. We need to score away in Poland. A goal is huge. 2 are massive. Can we do it? We'll find out in a second. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, YouTube. Second leg in Poland versus Lech Poznan. We just played Vigil in the league. We did win, but we weren't convincing. We did semi-rotate as well. Went a little bit more full strength than I like. Dominated the game. It took a set piece with an effort blocked. I'm not going to show the goal because it was one of those goals. The effort was blocked, then it fell to Orbres with an open goalkeeper on the floor because the effort was blocked. He was already diving and he tapped it in. Important to note, Orbres now has grown into one of our best players on paper as well. And if you look at the season preview for Orbres, he's now joining Sandu in the team of the season. So, that's how good we are. And, you got Yepi, who's not even making the list at the moment as well. By the way, Ruin is apparently one of the better keepers in the league. Definitely going to keep an eye on him from Vigil, because if he gets relegated, he might come to me. And not saying that he would be first choice, but yeah, bit of a sidetrack note. Look, it doesn't really matter. We're here because there's one thing and one thing only. We have a 4-2 lead from home. We know that away goals are going to be massive, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. They have only got one person unregistered, and they went and, drew again. They're yet to lose domestically this season yet. We aren't either, and our form's a little bit better, but arguably their division, with the teams they've got around them, has a bit more money, thus making it a little bit harder. But hey, who knows? All I know is I'm nervous. The chat's nervous. We need to go out there. We need to take our chances. It's going to be a very warm night there in Poland. If we do that, we win. It's more than just the tie and getting through the next round. We get through this round no matter what. Europa League football. For us financially and, growing our reputation, that's massive. For growing my reputation, even though my reputation in terms of a manager, right? This better not be the time this freezes. Usually this screen's been really good this year. Last year we not even visioned doing this. Of course it's going to do that. But for my reputation, even though I'm the same reputation as the guys that keep getting the Denmark job, that should put me to 4-star. I should get the Denmark job automatically then. It's massive for everything. But it is what it is, and we are in this tie because we deserve to be. And we're in the lead because we deserve to be. Also important to note, the Croatia versus Serbia derby, that is Partizan versus Dynamo, 1-1. That game would be going off in Serbia. That if I wasn't here playing this tie, I would be watching that. But yeah, here we go. In terms of the team, we are full strength. Rafael Orbres did have to play 90. He was meant to come off at some stage, but I couldn't at 0-0 against the newly promoted Vigil side, and their keeper was fantastic. But he's going to play. He's not 100%, but it's okay. We've got people that can come into that spot. In terms of the team, though, it is as full strength as we can be without Yepi. Important to note, Yepi would nearly be fit or could be risked for the next stage of qualifying. I'm telling you right now, if he gets up, I'm probably going to register him and just give him minutes. But yeah, Ep76, Otter, Marcos, Tony Christensen, and Neff. Hoj and Big Ken. Bubnajar, Orbres, Dolcek, and Sandu. If we play how we played in the first leg, we are definitely good enough to do a job. However, we know it's going to be a bit more difficult away in Poland, and their 2 away goals could come back to haunt us. It is a massive, massive game. One of the biggest games in the club's history. Can we go out there? Can we do it? Let's find out. The first leg means nothing. We have to play 90 minutes of football here tonight and even be prepared to play 120 if possible. The team is very well set up. They are lining up very similar, and it's going to be interesting to see who they've got. They've still got, I think there's the same back four. It's not. This guy is playing left back. That's good for us. But it's the same. 3 of the 4 is the same. That's the same. I think Putrich played there last time as well. He did. No, maybe not. Jamari is there. That's fine. He's come to the left. He might have played there last time. Definitely know he played there last time. So I think maybe at left back they made a change. And yet again, Bubnajar should get a little bit of moment, a little bit of joy behind Bojan. If we can play how we played last time, though, we have a fair chance of getting through this. We're the leading goal scorers as well. Every goalkeeper, even the great ones, deserve to be beat, and we're good enough to beat them. Who knows, boys? Score prediction in the chat. Dim reckons 1 goal could kill this game. If we score the first one, it's going to make it a little bit easier for us to breathe and just go, okay, if they score the first one, it's all of a sudden they score 1 more, we need a goal. I don't want to be drawn into that. The longer this game just ticks away without a highlight, the better it is for me. To be quite fair, we struggled to dominate possession early in the last time. We then built into it. We dominated possession here, but it's an early chance for Joe Mario to whip one. Instead he goes short, we press. Joe Mario again beats a man, gets into the box. Good hit. Ep76 should do better. And Pagesi should do better. They're 1 goal away from going through on away goals. Lech Poznan are 1 goal away from going through on away goals. Pagesi beat. It shouldn't have been that easy to beat him. We've had 70% of the ball, 4 shots, none on target. It's not particularly happening out there for us, though. We're not really creating. Looks like they're playing solely on the break. And I guess when you're 1-0 and you only need another goal, you can. Time ticks away. We've had 7 shots, not 1 on target. This is not a time for this to be happening. There's 1 on target just at the end. I'm far from pleased what I am going to say. We're 45 minutes away from potentially getting there, but at the same stage, they're 1 goal away from sending us out. This may come back to haunt me, but I'm going to go attacking, looking for this goal. Ball in, headed away, only far from Putrix. Sandbar, cleared away again. Can we get on it? We don't. It's them again. Kenny, what a tackle. On the break, Oscar, break the line, Oscar. Bubner just feeds him. Oscar's got a lot of work to do by himself. He goes with the chip. Oscar! Oh, he's hit the bar. It would have been one of the great Champions League goals. And he's hit the bar. That's how close we could have been from getting through to the next round of qualifying. Big switch. Romano gets to the box. In the end, they've hit the post now. From one end being at 1-1 and the breathing room to the other end, they nearly did it. This game's opening up. They go long. Joe Mario won't get on that. Neff heads. Good header in the double check. He's been really good in the Champions League. And he's getting down the byline. A goal changes his complexion. Double check. Gets tackled. Referee whistle stays away from his mouth. Orbreast ball. Kenny's hit the bar. We've hit the woodwork twice now. At what stage do we come off attacking and go back to positive? We're starting to really dominate this game, but we're going to leave ourselves open on the break. Orbreast is looking a little bit legless. I'm going to make that change right now. I'm also going to move us back to positive here. We have dominated the game. Double check for Oscar. Oscar as the inside forward. I feel like we have to stay on the attacking roles. We have to stay aggressive because if they do score, at least we're in the system to get one back late. At the same side, if we score right now, we're probably through. We've deserved a goal, really. Joe Hoji just going to have to play it. Feel like we have to keep attacking. The boys are looking a little bit legless. Going to make another change here. Kenny for thank God. There we go. Right, we're going to stay on the front foot here. We need a moment. It doesn't matter if we lose, but we're going to get through. No highlight. Oh my God, that was scary. What a boring game to watch, but what a stressful one in that. We have absolutely dominated. We've been FM'd, right? But mercifully, they haven't scored 2. And we're through 4-3 on aggregate. 1-0 on the night. That was scary. I don't want to do it like that ever again. That was scary. We had 20 shots, only 5 on target, and an expected goal ratio of 2.4 and 62% of the ball. Do you think we scored? No. The crossbar, we hit it twice. But hey, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we came and we got what we wanted, which was qualification to the final round of qualifying for the Champions League. I'm happy that how the tie went. We won the first leg, and then you went on to finish a job. I don't know. Look, I'm happy with how it went is what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep the morale high, but really, deep down, I'm a little bit frustrated we did not get something out of the game away as well. Ali thought we actually went through. Thought you were confused. No, we're through 4-3 because we won 4-2 at home. They only scored once. 4-3 on aggregate. We're through. Don't worry, Ali. We're through. Don't worry. I know. Thought we won 3-2. And then you said we won 4-2. 93rd minute at home. Yeah, that night, the goal in the 93rd minute at home has sent us through. If Lech Poznan, I can't say their name now. The Polish side just came and defended, right? And we defended a 3-2 lead. That would be through on away goals right now. In the end, we hit him on the break in the 93rd minute. I'll show you the goal that Ali's referring to now. I think everybody knows what I'm on about. Where is it? Dynamo came back and overturned the deficit. We've got to have Dynamo in the next round. They didn't deserve anything. We get Dynamo. Wow, that's huge. Dynamo is going to be massive. The fairy tale, I'm happy. It's a brilliant feeling. We didn't deserve to lose on the night. The FC Midtjylland game has been moved. Wow, I'll give credit to where credit is due. The Danish FA will move league games out of the way to make sure teams get qualifying rest. I like that a lot. Because usually in England, definitely, they would say, qualifying for the Champions League. No, you've got a league game to play in 3 days' time. I don't care, you've got 2 days rest. The Danish FA have just come and said, that's fine, you can make the group stage. Hey, we'll move a game for you. This game's no longer there. That's massive, because I was thinking how I'm going to rotate the team with that Midtjylland game in mind, being a big game, and still keep people fit and ready in full strength for the Dynamo game. Instead, the Danish FA just gone, you just have it off. You play it again later in the year. Something that every FA should do. England, take note. Wow, we're through. That's all that matters. Some big results there. You know, Vienna got the easiest one playing a Icelandic side. Dynamo are through. Bate got through on away goals late. It is nice to be here. It is really good. Oh, wait, no, we had another game moved. This game is still going out. Never mind. What game got moved then? Because we had the Dynamo game. So a game got moved against Midtjylland. I would have imagined it was this game here. 14th of August. Oh, they moved it forward. Alright, so the FA's actually gone, we'll move it a day forward to give you a break. It's still not bad. Instead of it being on the Sunday, they moved it to the Saturday, give us 1 extra day. I don't mind that. At least that's better than what a lot of football federation would have done in the world. I was confused. Anyway, look, we're through. It does not matter. First leg, did the job. We scored really late, which was sensational. And that goal there is the reason that we're through. On the break, Dolček hat-trick. If they just sat and defended at 3-2, it would have been 5 minutes of madness at our home ground, and an Fm in the second leg, we would be out. As things standing, a little bit of slice of luck to get through ties. We got one there. We scored in the 93rd minute. Yeah, we're unlucky over in Poland to not score. But it doesn't matter. We're through, and we have Dynamo. And that's all that's standing between us and the group stage of the Champions League. I'll see you next episode. Can we do it? Maybe. You just never know.